Good evening, I'm your host, Jack Remington of the Jack Remington Political Analyst Channel. Welcome back. This is part 2 of 4 of the midterm elections 2022. Well, bad news for Team Red. The article from the Reuters says, quote, Democrats seal control of the U.S. Senate with win in Nevada, end quote. Published 7 minutes after 9 o'clock a.m. this morning. The article reads as follows. Democrats will hold on to the U.S. Senate after Senator Catherine Cortez Masto won re-election in Nevada. Edison Research projected on Saturday, handing a major victory to President Joe Biden. Still, Republicans remain close to winning control of the U.S. House of Representatives as officials continue counting ballots cast in Tuesday's U.S. midterm elections. Cortez Masto narrowly defeated Republican challenger Adam Laxalt, a former state attorney general who was endorsed by former President Donald Trump. They had to put that in there because they're still bashing Trump. They're still hammering Trump because supposedly on the 15th, which is 2 days from now, it would be Tuesday, former President Donald Trump is supposed to make some kind of announcement whether he's going to run again or not. I personally don't think he's going to run. I was leaning to the side where I'm hoping he wouldn't run because about his effectiveness. But after hearing Liz Cheney on Veterans Day give her speech at the University of Chicago's Institute of Politics, I'm really ticked off, and I want to. There's a part of me that wants Donald Trump to come out and run and win and do the score surf policy that I know is coming if he can win starting January 21st, 2025. I want him to start locking these people up because they deserve to go to prison for what they've done. But that's a different video for a different day. The first article that I should have put up here, but it didn't. It's not correct to do so. It's from the WashingtonExaminer.com, and the article says, quote, Adam Laxalt admits, quote, a victory window, end quote, has narrowed in the tight Nevada Senate race. By Misty Severy, she's the breaking news reporter for WashingtonExaminer.com, which I think is far better than Washington Post. When I tried to redo the article, I tried to redo this link. It's got a video error. The audio video is not supported, so I might not be able to put any clips of that up here. So I'll read a couple parts and I'll let it go. The Nevada Senate hopeful Adam Laxalt admitted that his window for victory has narrowed as of Saturday morning after the latest numbers have placed incumbent Senator Catherine Cortez Masto within striking distance. Laxalt, who was considerably ahead on Election Day, is now only 862 votes ahead, with 95% counted, meaning the election will come down to the final 20,000 ballots that are being counted in Clark County. Clark County is where Las Vegas is at, and it's far the biggest city in that state. I'm pretty sure just the East End, or what they used to call Block 16, if you know what I mean, in the 1940s and 50s for the GI servicemen. Block 16's got more population than the entire state of Nevada. So only people that are in the casino business and only people my age and older will know what Block 16 was or what it represents. And here's the tweet from Adam Paul Laxalt. I'll put that on the video at the end if I can remember. So, but they also talk about it's a dead heat, but it's not a dead heat. I mean, he was way ahead by a couple thousand votes. Now he's been declared a loser. That's bad for Team Red. And Joe Biden's already made a statement. I'm not going to do anything different. We got control of the Senate. Getting control of the Senate was crucial. It's more important than the House of Representatives race. And I'm going to tell you why in a second here. Oh, and I think Senator Mark Kelly hasn't been decided yet, but he's ahead. But Blake Masters not conceded the race while votes are continuing to be counted, so maybe he shouldn't concede. But it looks like Kelly's going to get it Arizona, so it's going to be 51-49. Even if Herschel Walker wins in 5 weeks from now with the runoff in Georgia, that's not good. Let's talk some more about the results for 2022 midterms. And I'm just going to go in order by my computer is not doing too well. Let me go by order here. So I guess New York State came up first. Gerald Antifa's a myth Nadler. He won in a landslide. He won at least 81.7% with only 5% left to go. I don't know how many consecutive elections he's won, but you can't vote him out. And he's solid in that New York seat 12. District 14, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez won with 70%. That's not quite what she got the last time. She says this is her third term. We're stuck with her forever. And she's getting close to turning 35, which is the age of the presidency. She can be eligible to run. Don't be surprised if she doesn't announce her candidacy in 2024. And don't be surprised if she doesn't pull up an upset. Because these Marxist communist socialists will vote for her. You know, she's Bernie Sanders, in the female version. And she's the love child of Bernie Sanders, Beto O'Rourke. Except she came out with a female, long blonde hair. But maybe she'll transition. Who knows? Tina Forte of the Republican Party only got 27.5. She only got 30,000 votes, but I tipped my hat off to her. But I want to tip my hat off to this Desi Cuellar. This Desi Cuellar person got 2%, 2,128 votes. And it's under the, quote, Conservative Party of New York State, end quote. So this Desi Cuellar, I'm assuming this person's from Cuba or Puerto Rico. It's probably Puerto Rican, like Ocasio-Cortez, which is fine. I'm not knocking Puerto Ricans. I got some Puerto Rican friends back east. got enough gumption together and got a little bit of what money could get, and founded this third independent party called the Conservative Party of New York State. You know, so he took a shot. I tip my hat off to this person, this Desi Cuellar. So God bless you. Okay, let's click the next one. Okay, oh, this must be Michigan. Okay, Rashida Tlaib got 70%. That's less than what she got. And I think she got 78% last time. So there's some cracks in the hull here. But Michigan did very well with the Democrats. I mean, Michigan is a big winner in the midterms here. And with the governor, Gretchen Whitmer, I mean, I'm even going to talk. She discussed me so bad, I'm not even going to talk about her. Stephen Elliott, the Republican Party, he only got 26%. He got 72,000 votes. And Gary Wolkowitz of the Working Class Party, another independent little party, he got 3% of the vote. He got 8,046 votes. I mean, I tip my hat off to you, Gary Wolkowitz, you Working Class Party. You took a shot. Hear that plane? Wow. Awful low. And the Democrats are trying to crash my house now. Noah. Michigan may be a lost cause. And I'm looking for Michigan to have a big exit in the next couple of years, and they're going to go to Ohio, they're going to go to Florida, they're going to go somewhere where their money counts, where their votes and their opinions and the constitutional republic counts. So let's go to the next one, Minnesota. And Ilhan Omar, she got 75% of the votes. She got a little less than what I think she did last time too. Cicely Davis, the Republican Party, got 24%. But the next three down here, this had to be on a screenshot. I didn't target this part of the screenshot. Minnesota 6, Minnesota 7, Minnesota 8. So all these districts must be pretty close to each other. I haven't looked on the map, but I'm assuming that they are. Knowing what I know about gerrymandering in districts. Tom Emmer of the Republican Party got 62%. Michelle Fischbach got 67%. She 204,000 votes. And Pete Stauber, 57%. He got 188,000 votes. So 3 Republicans in a row. And so Minnesota's got, I think, 4 total. So 4 out of the 12 districts in Minnesota. They've gained some ground in Minnesota, but Minnesota's also a lost cause. That's where George Floyd got his drug overdose. He was not murdered. I'm going to talk about Kari Lake. This is the one that's really upsetting me the most out of anything. This Kari Lake is an outstanding candidate. I know a lot about Arizona because I go to Arizona a couple of times a year for comic book and coin collections. I go to estate sales for my eBay business. And I'm going to put a clip here about the exclusive. It's called quote, exclusive. Kari Lake on Arizona election count. This was done 3 hours ago by the Mike Huckabee's channel. And Mike Huckabee was a former governor of Arkansas, and he ran for president in 2012. I wish I'd voted for him back then instead of Mitt Romney. But I didn't. I'm going to send him a message that I'm doing this. I'm going to take just small clips of this video to talk about Kari Lake. But this is very disturbing that this Katie Hobbs won't debate Kari Lake. She refused to debate her at all. And Katie Hobbs is the Secretary of State in the state of Arizona. Now, everybody was bitching about Kemp of Georgia being the Secretary of State when he beat Stacey Abrams back in 2018. And they're saying, well, it shouldn't be allowed, blah, blah, blah. Well, they're allowing it in Arizona. See, the Democrats say one thing and they do another, or they do it themselves, and they blame you for what they're doing. Remember that. I'm going to repeat that one more time for the slow learners out there in case one of them had to be watching my channel. Okay, the Democrats, they say one thing, they do another, but if they turn and do what they're blaming you for, they blame you because they're doing it. I'm telling you, these are not people that you can do business with.
Kari, there is no other race in America that I have been more focused on except one, and I bet you know which one that is. But your race has intrigued me, and quite frankly, there's no candidate that has impressed me more than you have in the entire country. I believe you're going to be the next governor of Arizona, but why is it taking so long?
Well, we need to reform our elections out here in Arizona. That's why we probably should have done it after 2020, but it didn't get done. It will get done when I'm governor. And we have a situation where we accept mail-in ballots right up until the last second, and we vote for pretty much a month in Arizona rather than just election day. And because of that, it really drags things out, unfortunately. And one of the great things is we had such huge participation on election day, Mike, that we had an overwhelming number of people who didn't trust the mail-in ballot system in the drop box or the mailbox. They wanted to hand deliver it on election day. And we had a record number of votes that came in that way. 401,000 hand-delivered mail-in ballots on election day. And those votes have yet to be counted. Those votes are going to go very heavily to me and the other Republicans that are running. Those are people who are distrustful of the way the elections are run, and they haven't even begun to count any of those.
Do you think there's something that was sort of planned to hold counting those votes so it would appear that the Democrats are winning when in fact most everybody assumes that these day of votes will lean more Republican, probably put you and Blake Masters over the top, and then they will be able to say, oh, look, there must have been shenanigans going on. Was there any nefarious ideas behind that?
On election day, knowing that our hardcore Republicans, our MAGA Republicans, were going to show up to vote in person, more than a third of our polling locations had issues with the machines not working, had long lines of more than 2, sometimes 3 hours, and the machines weren't working. The tabulation machines weren't working. And so we had serious problems. I don't know if it was a nefarious act or just incompetence, but regardless, we have to change it. We can't have the whole world waiting on Arizona, the whole United States waiting on Arizona to find out where the balance of power lies.
I'm going to close my part of my commentary. The guy from Ohio, oh God, his name just slipped me. And he's probably a decent guy. He's actually one of the more decent ones I see. He conceded his race to J.D. Vance. He's trying to make himself a hero by conceding. Oh, we should concede when we lose an election. That's the American way. He's not conceding that's the American way. He's conceding. He's trying to make Donald Trump look bad. I know how these people think. Don't ask me how I know. I know how these people think. I know what they say. I know what they know. I've been watching for years, and I'm really upset. I wish I'd never gotten involved in politics. How's that for a commentary? You watch my channel. You subscribe to my channel. You're getting truth. You're getting truth. That's a 5-letter word that they hate. Truth. 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 It begins with a T, ends with a T. T is the letter of truth. Remember that. So I'll put the clip up here of Jerry, what is Antifa Nadler, and I'll put Huckabee up here, and I'll do some screenshots, some comments, and I hope everybody enjoys and reads them, because the people are responding. That's why I put the comments up there. I used to read into the comments to people. When I had a subscriber tell me, it's better if you just put the screenshot, and if we want to read it, we'll read it. And you know what? I know it's only one person, very small sample size, but I'm going to try that and see how that works. So I want to thank you. Always a great day to be an American. I'm not giving up yet. And so stay tuned. Sometime shortly, I don't know when that is, I'll have a schedule, but part 3 of 4 will be coming out for the midterms 2022. I am Jack Remington. Please share, like, subscribe, make some comments. Just don't curse me or don't threaten me, because I'll have to delete them. So, but just go back and forth, because I'll talk politics. I can do this for the next week in a row with no sleep. This is what I want to do. I want to get the message out that the Republicans are not evil people, okay? And our Republican values are going to stand the test of time. And the Constitution needs to be upheld no matter what. And I also want to close this video by saying the Democrats, they're like a bunch of rats trying to get into a food cage. And they take turns at cracking the corner. And eventually they're going to dig with their teeth. Eventually they'll wear it at the metal and they'll get a hole. And if they get their head through, the rest of the body goes through and they all go through. They keep attacking. They don't stop. Okay, they're hacking. There's hacking. China is doing 60% of the world's hacking. This is not part of the script. This just popped in my head. China does all the hacking. They keep trying all the time. So we got to build firewalls. And I got to get my dog. Build firewalls. They only need to win one time. We have to win every day. They only need to win once. Remember that. I got to get the dog. Thank you. Have a great day. Stay tuned for part 3 of 4. Thank you. Have a good day.